Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Over here in Europe, we are having a heat wave and it's really hot. It is really hot. So, for all of my Europeans, I'm sorry. Um, Anyways, before I start with today's topic, I just want to say I have had a lot of questions the past few days about skull spells for this full moon and if anything is still available. I'm sorry, but they are all fully booked. I apologize as always to everybody, but it is limited. The spots are limited because it is just one day and one night, and obviously I can't do a lot of them. So, yes, they have all been booked. And if you want to book for the next full moon, I will start accepting bookings after this full moon. So, like next week, make sure you book in advance, please. It always gets booked relatively fast, and then always we have this situation. Anyways, let's get into today's topic, which is gonna be limiting beliefs about magic. And if you have limiting beliefs about magic, they will not necessarily block your spell. It's just kind of gonna depend on your overall mindset, not just that specific limiting belief, as always. But I think it's just something that is good to think about in general. Now, limiting beliefs about magic can be obviously different, and magic has a bad rep because of hexes and curses, and a lot of people simply don't believe in it as well. But there is another limiting belief that I think a lot of people have that we're going to actually be discussing. But before I start, I just quickly want to touch on the hexes and curses. As you know, I do not perform them, and I do get asked about them a lot. People wanting to book them with me. I do not do them, guys. Now, I know that a lot of people want a hex or a curse as a form of revenge that somebody has, treated them badly or done something that was not nice to them, and now they just want to get even and they want to get that revenge because they think it's going to make them feel better. Now the thing is, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about hexes and curses, it doesn't matter what I think, right? But the thing is, it's not going to make you feel better. That's the thing. It's simply not. You may feel, better for a day or 2 days, but honestly, it's not something that is going to heal you. It's not something that is going to help you in the long run. So the only way to deal with something like that is by healing yourself, by working on yourself, not by hexing or cursing the person that did something. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say. And now let's get into the actual topic of the day, which is a limiting belief that I think a lot of people have without even realizing. And this is something that I have personally noticed in just like my day to day life, especially when I was younger. So, as you know, I am in my 40s and I have been casting spells for clients for now over 23 years. And when people would ask me what I do for a living, and mind you, I do have 2 degrees, and I did up until recently have a regular job, and it has nothing to do with magic. It had nothing to do with magic. So obviously, I would have like an occupation, but I was also always working with clients for the past 24 years. So I always had like that as well. And usually I would mention it as well. And some people would have a comment like, but aren't love spells wrong? Aren't they like controlling? Isn't it wrong? And that's, I think, something that a lot of people that even get them done in the back of their minds, they're, questioning this thing. And the thing is that a lot of these opinions comes from not understanding how magic works for once, because there's so many, just domination, obsession, things like that, trying to force things. And that's something that's very popular when it comes to magic, and something that people will automatically think about. But the thing is that we can't control other people, and we can't control some things. Obviously, a lot of things in life are outside of our control. And basically, people have free will, and we can't force them to do something with nothing. Like, there's no way. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that that's one of the reasons why people tend to think that. And I just quickly want to say that I know there's so many law of attraction, law of assumption coaches telling you that others don't have free will and only you do, and that you can control them and things like that. I think it's all very toxic. It doesn't work. You can't control people, and they do have free will. So, just quickly, I do talk about this a lot on the channel, but just to kind of get that out of the way. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we, however, do influence people with magic, as you know, quite successfully usually. And so that's one thing that we absolutely can do, and that magic does. Now, is that wrong? Right? Then that would be the question. Is it wrong to influence people with magic? Now, I have asked myself that when I was younger, definitely, especially somebody tells you something and then you question yourself, am I doing something wrong? Is it wrong? Is what I'm doing wrong? And things like that. And you take some time to think about it. And basically, the answer would be no, because we influence things all the time. We are influencing our lives all the time, and other people, without magic as well. And the reason why we do it is obviously to make our lives better, nicer, more comfortable. And is that bad? No, absolutely not. Sorry, I just needed some water. My voice is getting horsey when I talk a lot. Anyways, where was I? So imagine if you did not influence your life, your health, your habits, your work, your studies, and your relationships with other people, romantic or not. What would your life look like if you just went through it without trying to fix things, without trying to make things better for yourself and others? How would that look? That's just something that is not a thing, right? We are meant to influence things, right? And magic is just one more tool that can help us along the way. Also, if you look at the big picture, imagine if we never, influenced stuff in general. Imagine healthcare. It wouldn't exist, right? If we haven't developed vaccines, developed cures for diseases, and a bunch of other things. And the reason why we have done this because we were trying to influence our health and our longevity and things like that. Nothing wrong with that, clearly. And also, imagine if we never developed AC or ventilators. Imagine if we were just like, oh, it's hot and that's the weather. We shouldn't try to control how we go through the weather. We shouldn't try to control the weather. I mean, we can't control the weather, but what we can is, make it easier for ourselves and make something that will make us cool off. And yeah, imagine if we didn't. And right now, in this heat wave, we wouldn't have ACs or ventilators, and it would just be really, really hot and uncomfortable and sticky for us. So, um, influencing things is good. It's not bad. It's something we do all the time. It's something that we need to do. And it also helps us grow and learn things and develop things. And it's not just about magic, clearly, it's about everything around us. So I hope this helps. If you have this limiting belief, I hope it helps. And I hope you're having a nice weekend again and that nobody is overheating. Bye.